I feel like the energy this week has been really high. Came back in, ran a fitness test, did really well on it, so that was really exciting. I'm pumped for this tournament. I feel like this is the first iteration of a tournament like this for the NWSL, and I think that it's a really good opportunity for us to see different styles of play and kind of see what another league is about and kind of prove where we lie. And I think it's going to be really competitive, really fun.
Questions?
How needed was a little bit of a break, and how nice is it to just kind of be back?
Yeah, so needed. I think anytime you have that break, it's a nice mental reprieve and physical reprieve. So I think it was really good for us to get that time away with our family, with loved ones, do what we want to do, rest our bodies a bit, and now we can kind of move back into the second half of the season.
When you look at the first half, kind of going into the second half of that, what are some areas that you really want to address and focus in on?
Yeah, I think it's just building consistency through two halves. I think, we've had really good first halves, really good second halves. I think it's just putting the two together and blending that, and obviously finishing out the second half strong. I know that we came in a little bit on a down, and I think it's just making sure we don't go too far down. It's just kind of cruising in that consistent zone and getting better and better each week.
What is the excitement level for you of just playing Mexican champion?
I'm pumped. I'm very excited to see them play and see their style. I feel like we've heard really good things about the Mexican Liga, so I'm really excited to see how they play. And it's always so fun to see the different tactics involved in the different leagues. I feel like each league plays so differently, so I'm excited to see that and hear a little bit of Spanish. I got to brush up on on the Spanish, but my 8 years of Spanish did me no justice. But here we are.
Anything else for Lo?
You're going to have trouble figuring out what they're doing out there because of that? Or if you get your Spanish ready, you'll be more prepared?
Yeah, I probably still won't know. I'll have to ask Ari and Lex. But no, I think, honestly, it's going to be interesting because we don't have a lot of game film on them or anything, so it'll be interesting to see how they come out and how they play. I think it'll be a fun matchup for sure. It'll be fun to watch all the other teams play them as well. I think it'll be a really, again, I just keep saying it's really exciting because I think this type of tournament, especially while the Olympics are going on, I think creates such a buzz for women's soccer and brings more viewership to women's soccer, so I'm all for it.
Did most or all of the girls get a chance to break away totally and see family and that kind of stuff?
You'd have to ask most of them, but I would assume most people do. Yeah, I think any chance you have that's longer than a couple days, most people are going home to see their families unless they live far away. But honestly, most people just take the time to chill, relax a lot, which is nice. Really, really nice to have that break.
After an unfamiliar opponent, you get two pretty familiar opponents kind of right after that. What is that like, kind of facing them in a knockout tournament, or I guess not a knockout tournament, but a different tournament versus just a regular season environment?
I think anytime you have the opportunity to play an NWSL team, it's always going to be super competitive. And to be honest, I don't think it really matters that it's a tournament and league. I think we're going to take each opportunity to learn and grow. And I think we want to win this tournament. We want to win both tournaments. We want to win every game that we're faced with. So I think regardless of whether we're in a tournament, not in a tournament, we're always going to show up and be competitive. So I'm excited to play them outside the tournament, but I'm equally excited to play them in NWSL season again.
So in this tournament, especially, the rules I think call for maybe penalties. Is that right? After a while, so is that something that you would look forward to, is taking a penalty at the end of the match?
Yeah, I feel like I now know all the rules from penalties from the last Women's Cup when we took a million penalties. But yeah, I think it's always, those are really big moments, and I think getting the opportunity to do those on a bigger stage is always really important for players because I think those are high pressure moments, but I think it's really fun to be able to be in those moments. You live for those moments as a player. So yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully it doesn't go to PKs, but if it does, we should be ready.